my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in for my first ever episode of the series that I'm starting to call, it's going to be called ADHD and Me, where I sit down and talk about everything and anything that affects me as someone who is recently diagnosed with ADHD and who is currently going through the process of learning more and more about what ADHD is, how it truly affects me as a person every day, and taking it step by step. And so something that I struggle with ADHD is perfectionism, as some of you guys might know. And so hence I've been wanting to make this series way before I even got my diagnosis. I knew that I was going to potentially get a diagnosis and I wanted to do like a before and after. And I kept putting it off because I wanted the perfect lighting, I wanted the perfect setting, I wanted the perfect time of day. And so today I just decided to, you know what, you're just gonna set up your laptop, you're going to just put on a shirt and you're just going to record. And so that is what I'm doing right now. And so this might not be the best quality video because I didn't have the energy. I'm literally recording on my MacBook webcam right now because that is the place that was the most convenient and easily accessible for me to record. And so, yeah, it's been so amazing. I want to like break down exactly my reactions on another video, on the next video, I hope, where I break down exactly how I felt getting a diagnosis and how that truly felt. But I wanted to just do a quick like definition of what ADHD actually is for those of you who actually don't know what it is. Up until 3 months ago, I genuinely thought ADHD was just, another mental health issue. I did not know it was actually a cognitive thing. And so attention deficit / hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD for short, is marked by an ongoing pattern of inattention and or hyperactivity / impulsivity that interferes with functioning or development. And so this definition is from the National Institute of Mental Health. And so basically, it took me, I got a diagnosis a couple months ago. I initially suspected myself that I had ADHD when I was 16 and tried to get a diagnosis and was unable to. And so for the past decade, I had, suffered and been by myself and been felt to feel like there's something wrong with me. And it very much felt like wearing glasses for the first time when I got that diagnosis. Looking back, every single part of me was ADHD. Everything I did, the way I talk, the way I walk, the way I behave, the things I eat, the colors I choose to wear on my body, the textures I choose to wear on my body, all of these things encompass ADHD or ADHD. And so people used to tell me that it's in my head, and it's kind of funny because it's not in your head. It is actually the physiologicalness of your head. And so my brain as a neurodivergent person looks different from a neurotypical person. And so a person that is neurodivergent living in a world where it's made for neurotypical people, it's a very hard thing to do. You always feel like you're behind. You always feel like you're at fault. There's something wrong with you. You can never fit in. You always feel like people are laughing at you or making fun of you. And sometimes they are. Sometimes they are doing those things. And a lot of us are on like a sliding spectrum. I also did not know that autism and ADHD went very hand in hand, that there are a lot of people who have both actually, which is something that was quite eye-opening for me. And so I just wanted to come on here and do a video and just talk and just kind of introduce myself. I am a South Asian content creator. I mainly focus on mental health, body positivity, and being a South Asian woman in living in Canada. And so I share my experiences and whatnot, and I think that being able to share my raw and honest experience as a South Asian female living in Canada, living in a predominantly Eurocentric world, and how the systems, affect people of color, and how, even things like ADHD has an effect. And so I want to talk about the intersectionality. I also felt like there wasn't as many people of color talking about neurodivergency. For me, like, I was never allowed to talk about my mental health even. And so I felt like I wanted to start creating a safe space for people like us to belong. You know what I mean? And so I wanted to continue to create safe spaces. I have been loving sharing my meals with you guys, because you guys have been connecting so greatly to those meals. And I didn't know that it was helpful for you guys, because it's actually super helpful for me. So thank you for tuning in for this first little intro video. I truly appreciate all of your support, and I cannot wait to talk about the raw and honest truth with you guys. There might be some crying. There will definitely be some crying. I say might be. I'm a very emotional person, which is also something that I learned is related to the ADHD. But thank you y'all for all the support you continue to give me, and I hope to talk to you guys very soon. Love you.